Hello.
I'm a fantasy author with a very character driven plot, and I'm going to give you a small breakdown of what each of the main characters have to learn in their own self discovery journey. We're going to start with Claire Stevenson, and her biggest struggle is failure. Any type of failure. It's a very self-focused type of failure, very isolating type of failure, and that's even down to like small things, mess ups, mistakes, like natural things that happen. She hates them and she mulls over them personally, and her whole thing is that she has to learn that mistakes shape who a person is, and that's how you actually grow from failure. And so she has to learn that that also coexists with growth. Trenton Stevenson's biggest flaw is perfection. He is a very people pleasing, outgoing, high standard person. But what he tends to lack is self reflection, and he doesn't entertain people or be the life of a party because he's trying to get people to like him. That's just because who he naturally is. But he doesn't know that that slowly sucks his energy. So he has to learn to mix boldness with kindness when approaching situations that aren't the best for him. Kiara Wilson's biggest flaw is holding on. She is strung by a very high sense of responsibility and empathy for people that she loves and are in relationships with, that she carries everything they hold. Good, bad, and not in a healthy way. That's where her flaw is that she ruminates on it a lot. It becomes very self-destructive, and it also can create rifts in relationships with others for her, because she cares about them and feels so responsible for the wrong decisions they make or the right ones. She has to learn that letting someone form their own path and letting them go in love is actually more restful for her and the person she loves. What Ronan Pierce has to tackle is personal identity. Of course, him being rooted to his dad, which is the villain, he doesn't have a lot of self identification for himself, and if he does, it's very much washed out and wrong. He doesn't fully 100% trust himself, and he also feels like his image is shattered by who he is associated with as being his dad. Also struggling with the relationship in generally, but personally, he has to grow strong enough and confident enough and secure enough in who he is and that he is a separate person than his father or anybody else. What Jace Dunlop has to learn is forgiveness. He had made decision after decision that wasn't the best out of love, and it spiraled into something not the greatest. And of course, his past haunts him for that. And he's already a very dutiful and responsible person to people he loves. And so he has to learn that he's allowed to move on for that and have forgiveness for himself, and that he doesn't have to carry this huge mound of shame in his life and for who he is.